Hey there. Sorry, I forgot to set up my mic. I did other stuff though. I created a new profile on OBS, so hopefully make some improvements to various things. You probably won't notice. However, I did lower the bitrate from 10,000 to 4,000, which might have an effect. It also might not, considering I'm pretty much always looking at a still image. Anyway, so I just finished episode 4, basically, and almost straight away went to YouTube to watch somebody else figure out the Little Help project. And I didn't get very far. I'm 8 minutes in. I can actually show you what I saw. This is what I saw. This is how far I got. And just the way the connections are made. I mean, I was seeing him try to do stuff here, but it doesn't seem to be working, and I don't think I took any inspiration from that. But just the connections he made with those various wires and stuff, that got me thinking. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on, let me get back here. So I'm like, wait a minute, I think I can do this. Actually, if I go back over here, can you see this? You can. Alright. So while the guy in this YouTube video was trying to figure out that code, I just kind of typed this stuff up off the top of my head. So I want to see if that works. So I'm going to go over here. I'm actually just going to make a copy of that and open that design. Actually, I should probably start from scratch. I have a lot of shit going on here. Because, I mean, alright, so the notepad thing you can't see anymore. Just start a new design. Alright. So kind of copying what the YouTube video has. Let's drop that down and drop one of these down. I'm gonna... Oops. Oh, that's not the one I want. There we go. It kind of got me thinking. Oh shit, no, this isn't gonna work either. Not for what I want. It got me thinking about ways I don't have to keep running code. Because I noticed in the guy's video that he had an open pin. And I'm like, wait a minute, that could be connected to a thing. So let's see, if I move this over here a bit more. Oh wait, not that. Kind of drop that there. And then we run that like all the way through. Does that connect? Yeah. And so then, if I just connect that and that, there. So the guy basically had this, except wired a little bit differently. So there's an empty X over here and an empty X here. You know what? I don't need that friggin' bridge. Ah, fuck it. It's easier to keep it. And so I was thinking, if I just have it wired like this stuff is going directly in here. And so I don't have to like take it and try sending it somewhere. Not unless I'm getting a signal. Simultaneously, this doesn't need to send anything. I can just make a loop thing to shut this off, or to not have this do anything unless it first gets a signal here. I think. I don't know for sure that this will work, but I think it will. So basically, the first thing that I do is have this check if RX, well I guess it's XO, sorry, if XO is -1. I think -1 was the value. Yeah. If it's -1, then I can do things. Can I actually just copy this straight out of Notepad? I can't. Okay. Anyway, then in that case, I'll move just 1 to x3. I just need a value there. And then I'm going to move PO to x1. And then I'm going to move P1 to x1. And then I should be getting a signal from x2, which I'll also put through x1. And then I can sleep. And that should work. And so just for whatever, I'll put this is X, this is Y, and this is going to be AB. So, when there isn't a signal, it just skips a bunch of lines of code. And these are just inputs. They're not going anywhere or doing anything unless I want to pull them and send them straight to the transmitter. So then over here, I did check, and it's 9 lines. I will admit, I'll show you in a moment. I got some help from the YouTube video to figure out stuff. Alright, so if x1 is 0, then I jump. So here's the thing I learned about labels. I can actually just kind of put a label anywhere. I don't need to start a loop. I didn't realize that. I thought the loop and the end thing were like intertwined. The guy also put a command on the same line as this label here, which I didn't know you could do. But apparently you can. So, if it is 0, then I don't do anything. If it is not 0, then I basically just use my code for figuring out what the AB combination is. So I think what I did was I check PO for 0. If it is not, I add 1. Check P1 for 0. If it is not, add 2. And then I output ACC to XO. Oh, that might fuck things up though. I think I just found the error in my plan. Actually, I found 2 errors. Move 0 to ACC. This isn't gonna work. Yeah. I'm so close to this working. If I can figure out, I'm pretty sure all I need to do is figure out how to get this to move only when the thing is okay. What if I do instead I'll just kind of get rid of that. I just check that shit right off the bat. And then I either add 1 or add 2. And then I check if x1 is 0. And if it is not, then I do that. Oh, I have this backwards. Will this work? Technically, that's even fewer lines of code, but it's going to be running a lot more stuff. I was hoping to be able to skip most of this. But now I don't know how to skip it unless... Blocked on read? Oh, right. Because this isn't going to know what to do. Alright, so I'm going to need a else move 0 ACC. No, move 0 X2. X3. Gorgeous. That's like 300 less power than what I was using. Fewer lines of code, definitely cheaper. Of course, they don't have anything new to say, but yeah, so you can see the progression there. And I did pretty much come up with that on my own, but I will just kind of skip back over here so you can see. He had... This is what really threw me off. He had jump S1, and like, I don't know. I didn't really spend much time reading about labels. Why is this half hiding? Why is that so big? Oh, that's right, because I know what I did. I know what happened. Alright. So I didn't really read much about labels. Wherever they are in that book. So when he just made up his own label, just jump S1, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then he's like, S1, colon, and then had a command. I'm like, wait a minute. And then he said, jump done, and did the same thing. And I'm like, oh shit. And then it kind of clicked. I could do something like this. I don't need the loop. And I can fit, you know, I can make use of this sort of thing, but I can also simultaneously have this. So that clicked. That helped. The rest of the ideas were basically my own. I mean, yeah, I saw how he connected things, and I'm like, oh, well, here's an empty thing, and there's an empty thing. But the idea for having this part check to see, to basically have this come over here to tell it, yeah, there's a signal that we've received, so give me, you know, the AB stuff and send that over, and then it sends over everything. That idea was my own, pretty much. Seeing him connect this stuff, these simple inputs directly to this, basically gave it away, and suddenly it clicked. Oh, wait a minute. I don't need a middleman microcontroller that needs to communicate with shit. These can just take it directly and either do nothing with it because they're simple inputs, or send it when needed. And I didn't know if I'd be able to take this from RX and be like, oh yeah, send a signal over here. And then this can see that signal and then be like, oh, okay. And then take that stuff and send it over there and stuff. But it worked out. I got a little bit of inspiration from that video. But I'm proud of being able to figure some of that stuff out and narrow it down. So that's cool. I'm looking at it though, that the histogram thing, it looked like somebody did it with $5. I'm just gonna call them dollars, even though I know they're not. But I don't really think that's possible since there's only 2 inputs and I need 4 inputs. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to show, I wanted to check to see if this design I came up with outside a game would actually work, and then also kind of show off, like, yeah, I'm able to optimize this so much more than what I was previously. So this is just kind of a mini episode because I'm still tired and I'm still not going to go on to a next project, even though I kind of want to, but I'm not going to. So thanks for watching. Good night.